Welcome back to Terraria Master Mode. We currently sit at like 118 deaths, I think. I don't remember. More to the point, my tower there's been a terrible accident, and the shaft of the tower has been reduced to but a nubbin. I've been very busy collecting resources. I did want to do a full tower rebuild, but then I got so bored of looking at red blocks, I gave up. You're probably thinking, but there's no red blocks here. Oh, my friend. Do I have a treat for you all? There's a reason the minimap is hidden. Let's put it that way. Over to the west of our current tower, to our current building. We need to move all of this over today, so we'll probably work on that in a second. Is a new tower, a tower of dreams and wonder that needed the meaty vat to build. Let me introduce you to the Mighty Tower 2.0. Welcome. It's very large, and now that I look at it, it's fucking uneven. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, whatever. It's anatomically accurate. Not that it's obviously based on anything at all. Let me show you around. Let me show you its features. So I've been saying this for a while. I need a dedicated room to put our treasures in. So that's specifically what I've been wanting to build here. So if I've done the maths right, there are 27 trophies, relics, whatever you want to call, in the entire game. So I've given it sort of 2 per room, and then there's enough rooms at the top of the tower, except for the top floor, which will just have the Moonlord stuff, because I thought that'd be kind of a cool little feature. But as you see, it ascends to quite a height. Very much dwarfs our previous tower. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with the whole thing. Now, as you can imagine, that took a fucking long time to gather all the blocks for, so I kind of gave up before I started decorating the place. Turns out as well, to actually craft the furniture, the fleshy furniture, we need to get the steampunker, who sells the flesh vat, or the flesh cloning vat, and the only way to get the steampunker is to defeat the mechanical bosses. So I can't even decorate this new tower until we defeat one of the mechanical bosses. But overall, I'm pretty content with how it do right now. I'll also show you the damage that I had to do to the Crimson to get enough resources. You can already kind of see it on the map down there. But I had to borrow some of their blocks. Bear in mind, it's 2 Crimson blocks for 1 flesh block. So I've very much borrowed a lot of the Crimson for the tower, as you can see. It took a fucking long time, and I've got some spare ones too, I think, in one of the chests. Anyway, that's what I've been doing today. As you can imagine, it's been an incredibly enlightening experience. I found out more about myself building the giant tower in Terraria than I have in all of my many years on this planet Earth. So we need to move, basically, stuff over and make this into a usable, workable tower. Now, there is actually a Hallowed pillar. I don't think I actually showed this off, but there is... Oh, right, also I swapped over to the spider armor, because as I was mining, the last thing I wanted to do was also defend myself, but now that we're kind of done with mining for the time being, we'll go ahead and swap back out to the adamantium stuff for the damage. But one thing I noted was that our forest pylon is no longer a forest pylon, the original one anyway, over here, is now this all counts as a hallowed biome, so these people sell hallowed pylons, which I think I put down in the desert. Actually, I don't know where I put it in hindsight. I might not have even remembered to put one down. Anyway, I want to take this with me. Either way, we can instead maybe get ourselves a Crimson pylon for the main base. I've no idea if that's possible. We'll move the Wizard and the... Although they might not be happy about it. I don't know if you can actually move anyone into the Crimson in hindsight. We'll move them over there and see if we can buy a Crimson pillar. If not, we'll just put the forest pillar down like here, because this obviously still counts as a forest biome. And with these 2 guys nearby, it's still just as convenient. I could have sworn I bought a... There is a hallowed pylon. Maybe I just didn't put it down. Maybe I forgot. Let's go back over to this one a second. No, I didn't put one down in the end. Weird. Okay. I mean, that works pretty well for us, because it means that, again, we can move this one over towards the pillar a bit more, and maybe put this one back down. Yeah, that works. Can we not put it there? Oh, there's a tree in the way. Hang on. Let's put it here, then. Boom. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to put down this pylon, damn it. There we go. Okay, cool. Right, and then we'll see how close we can get the other pylon to the tower, but I can't imagine it'll be too far before... Oh, I also picked up a mechanical skull from one of the enemies, randomly dropped it, which is quite nice. I was to summon Skeletron Prime. I don't think Skeletron Prime will be the first boss we fight, let's put it that way. Does that still count as usable? Oh, it does, fantastic. Okay, let's move it over by a couple of blocks, see quite how far we can push it. I'd love to put it right by the front door. Does that still work? Hey, it does. Ah, cool, okay. Good shit. I feel like I made a horrible mistake. So I think we'll turn this one into a storage room. And then this one into kind of a crafting living area. And then with the floors, I'm not sure what we really want to do with the floors, to be honest with you. I started building mannequins too, but I ran out of wood before I could put down the others, and I ran out of wood for the things as well. I figured we could decorate it with the boss gear. So like the King Slime, for example, obviously drops the ninja gear. We could put that on the stand. We could put a set of Shadow Scale armor on this one. Skeletron Prime drops the skeleton mask. I'm sure we could decorate it with some Necro armor as well and things like that. That'd be kind of fun. That's a long-term task. For the time being, I want to move over. Do you want to move into this tower permanently? I guess we will, given the amount of fucking effort I put into the damn thing. We'll start moving these chests over. Actually, can I be bothered to do that? Maybe I'll do that between episodes, because that's going to be a hell of a challenge, given that a lot of these are already filled up with crap. Yeah, I mean, we're talking multiple inventories to move all this stuff over. Alright, so for the time being today, if we're going to commit to a melee build, I want to change some of our melee equipment. So we could try and get a power glove. The only issue with the power glove, trying to get that immediately, is that we would need... So we've got feral claws. We need to combine feral claws with the other thing that I don't remember. Where are the feral claws? Oh, there they are. Good. So we need to combine those with the Titan glove, I think it is. But the Titan glove is only dropped by mimics. And as far as I know, unlike the Crimson and the Hallowed mimics, there's no way to spawn them in. Let me just go and look that up, see if there is a way we can force mimics to spawn. And we'll farm those out until we get it. That's going to give us a lot more... allows us to auto-swing weapons, more importantly, but it gives us a lot of other bonuses too. Oh, for frig's sake. Well, I was going to say, we'll come up onto the sky bridge. We'll use some of the keys of light that I crafted from some of the souls we got yesterday and actually spawn in some of those hallowed mimics. We can get a weapon from that called the flying knife. That's really what we're after here. The flying knife, from what I remember, it's somewhat similar to the, to be honest, the knives we're using now, and of course the magic knife that we used previously. The bonus to the magic knife, though, is it's controllable very similar to the magic missile, but it penetrates multiple parts at once. So kind of like what we've got right now. It's kind of the halfway point between this weapon and the magic knife. But against the destroyer, it's ridiculously good because it spins through all of its parts at once. You can end up stacking up a shitload of damage. I thought I'd bring it up onto the sky bridge to fight these chests, though. Oh my god, can you not? Okay, there we are. I thought I'd bring them up here to fight, just so that we've got a nice big open space. Fuck off! These goddamn wyverns! Genuinely, I spent, what, like, an entire Terraria day trying to fight these things the other day, and there were none. And now that I don't want to fight them, they won't stop spawning in. Although, to be fair, look at this. We can absolutely annihilate the things now. This is incredible. Again, a great gold farm. It's unfortunate that I don't actually want to fight the fucking things now. Get out of here. Right. Let's try this again. Wyvern free this time. Okay, boom. And then start running. Now, in theory, this thing can never catch us. Are you kidding me? Look at it. Okay. 15 souls wasted because of a fucking zombie. Okay, that's not at all frustrating and annoying and really, really annoying. Genuinely quite annoying. I wonder if he's still alive so we can at least get our fucking gold back. No, he's actually gone forever. Bollocks. Okay. Right, let's try that again. Fucking wyverns did more damage to me than I realized. The damn harpies don't help either. Get out of here. Don't you ever come near me again. Right. Round 2. Hallowed Mimic. Here we go. Begin. Right, this time, watch out for zombies. Watch out for possessed armor. And all sorts of unfriendly things that don't want to let me get this flying knife. And the second we got this flying knife, we'll try and kill the destroyer. That would be fantastic to get that dealt with by the end of today. Yeah, this is a lot easier on the bridge. We just got to pray a fucking wyvern doesn't come in, because I'm not sure about fighting them both at the same time. Hey, got it. What did it drop? Oh, an illuminate hook. We've already got one of those. Damn it. Well, I guess we'll sell the excess. My god, it dropped 19 gold. Wow. That's another really easy way to get a gold farm going, huh? That's fucking nuts. 19 gold from one enemy that didn't even touch us. Here's an idea. Oh, the zombie fell in the lava? Oh, that's incredible. A bit of divine retribution there. So here's a new idea. Why don't we go into the Hallowed, and why don't we build a Hallowed farm? So, oh man, some of my plants have grown as well. That's a surprise. So the way that we're going to do this is going to take probably quite some time. But you essentially have to build a massive platform in the Hallowed somewhere. You have to clear out all the area around it so that enemies obviously can't spawn nearby and use up some of that valuable spawn points. And then we have to, like, hang from a... I don't remember the old farm design, but I'm sure I'll get it as we go along here. You have to build basically like a pyramid with a drop into some lava and hang below it. And then if you get the lava level low enough, like what we did in the house, that should allow you to basically harvest any of the items the enemies drop. Okay. So we'll do that in a second. Use that as a bit of a gold farm, but hopefully it'll be a nice way to farm up some Souls of Light as well. That will in theory, allow us to get this goddamn knife that I'm after. Too bad. It's a nice little turnaround there. We got one silver thorn. It's the first ever silver thorn we've grown. Those things apparently take ages. This is taking quite a long time. If you want to make a successful film, I guess you have to really, like, maximize the area that you're using up. That thing is only really going to come in handy for a few extra potions here and there. Right, so we've got to pick an area where we want to start with. To be honest, this zone isn't too bad, given that it's already quite open. Explosives would come in handy. Let's go back to the house and see what explosives I've got in hindsight. 54 dynamite. Yep, that'll do it. I don't remember why I bought 54 dynamite in hindsight. What did I buy that for? Was it opening up another big area? I should have used that to get crimstone blocks. I mined all of them manually, because I wasn't sure if dynamite could even get through it. Okay, let's come down. Let's start, like, around here. We got to kind of decide the level that we want to build on. You know, this is fine. Let's just start chucking dynamite out into the world. Make sticky dynamite. That would be even more useful. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. We need to basically make sure there are no caves nearby. This is where it's going to get quite tricky. We need to make sure there are no caves nearby. Like, that is prime example where enemies can get stuck in. Because otherwise our farm is obviously not going to work if the enemies are on a completely different part of the map. Kind of caged in. Oh, no. So it's kind of working pretty well. The downside to that is I now have nowhere to grapple onto at all. Hang on, there's a single platform block there I'm trying to land on. Okay. Gonna put a torch there? That'll do it. Okay. So the cave is opened up pretty nicely. I still need to work on more of the edges. We need to basically be able to see nothing but open screen on all parts. You can see we've got a little bit more of an area to work on around the edges, but thank you for that. We are almost finished, so I'm going to see if we can craft sticky dynamite. I'm pretty sure you can. I also want to see if we've got any scarab bombs, too. Oh, that's what I'm after. We have no scarab bombs, unfortunately, but I don't think it will really matter too much with that. We got 30 sticky dynamite. If that can't finish this off, I don't know what will. Damn it! Oh, God, shit. These bats are serious. I can't wait to get revenge on these bats. I cannot wait. I think you have to also set the walls in a certain... you have to hammer the walls into a certain orientation to get the bats to flying, because obviously they're not just going to go and walk into lava. Or maybe it's where you're hanging below. You don't have to worry about that too much. I should probably bring some... Oh, I was going to say some construction blocks for it, but in hindsight, just blown up a lot of that area. I think we're probably good for that. Oh, we also got a bird statue up somewhere. So let's start working on the actual farm itself now. I need to go and get a couple of lava buckets back from the house in a second. Yeah, this is good. Okay, we're almost finished. I need to set kind of a central point, so I think the... Fuck. Excuse me, heal. Oh, skeleton merchant. What have you got for me? Shop. Yo-yo glove. We could go yo-yo mode. Bear in mind, we are a melee character now. I've never, ever done a yo-yo build in Terraria, because they always seemed... Well, I guess that's answered that question. They always seemed a bit weird. I could never really get the appeal of it. It just seems like you're nerfing yourself quite heavily compared to like the almost infinite reach of range. So I think I want to build the platform across this section. Let's get on with that then. Just kind of go straight across the area here. I'm going to swap back into the spider suit. Just so that we can get them. Because look, fire? What the hell are we on fire from? Ugh. But they were distracting the bats pretty nicely there. So we'll go ahead and spawn in the 5 spiders or whatever. I'll make sure I drop the enchanting table or the minion table in the house as well. Bewitching table. That's what it's called, apparently. Right, let's go ahead and do a bit of a hot swap for the armor. Let's go ahead and get my spiders in. Should have 5 now, if I'm not mistaken? I think so. And then we'll also summon the queen spider when we've actually got our platform down, just to provide a bit more coverage so that we can build somewhat in peace. Then we have to build the pyramid, and then we're basically done. Seriously. Slime killed me in 2 hits. Slime killed me in 2 hits. Even with this adamant armor, the enemies are just so friggin' strong. Look at these damn gravestones we've got littering around everywhere. Well, that's basically the bridge done. I need to make sure that we bring some lava buckets this time. I don't even know if we've got any lava buckets in hindsight. Chum bucket? No. We want... Oh, it's a SpongeBob reference. I get it. Take the lava bucket again. We don't need that much, just enough for a nice thin layer. This is roughly where we're going to be standing. We need to remove all of these edge blocks, so I'm going to have to blow up a little bit of the elevator, unfortunately. That was a whiff. That was a bit of a whiff, I'll be honest. Try and go from above this time, genius. Oh, for fuck's sake, my bridge. There's really a lot of items down here from where I've blown so much crap up. 2 more souls of light. We've got a compass there as well. Was that 3 souls of light I picked up there? Was that still including the last ones? I need a bunch more explosives, to be honest. It's obviously a good start, but I mean, we're going to have to hollow out a massive chunk of this cave, like a gigantic area. I think that'll probably do it. Right, let's go back and craft those into sticky dynamite. Excuse me. When we get the steam pocket too, we can obviously get teleporters. So for the places we can't quite reach, we can set up a teleporter network next to the pylon network, which would be even more convenient. What am I looking for here? Some materials? There we are. And let's go ahead and churn that right into another 99 dynamite. I'm pretty confident that'll probably do it at that point. Oh, he came back. Okay. Well, there's still a potential then for going yo-yo boy. Give me that glove. Give me that counterweight before he gets killed. Spelunky glow stick. Oh, those are actually really good. Somebody said in the comment section yesterday that, that there was a pet that can apparently do something similar anyway to a Spelunker potion, which sounds like it could be extremely fucking useful at this point. Okay, so we want to build the pyramid next, I guess. It just has to be kind of a human-sized drop, because obviously we need to pick up the loot, but it also needs to be big enough for no enemies to actually get out. There was a way to do that, but I don't remember how. Maybe like platforms or something weird? Anyway, we want to do something like this. And then, obviously not with a double top there. Pour in one of our lava buckets. Again, I might need to drain off some of the lava here. That's why it's got a wide base, so that we can... Ooh! That might be enough. Hang on, let's just drop an item in there, see if it burns. Goodbye, strange plant. Or not. Hang on. Let's try that again. I'm going to grapple onto the side. Okay, there we are. And... yeah, we're fine. Okay. And then, in theory, we should just be able to now come to the bottom here. Hang off the side. Obviously, we need a water cannon and things as well. Oh, look, here we are. Cavalry's arrived. We stand here, they walk in, they burn to death, we get the loot. Simple as that, really. But obviously we're looking for the souls, so I just want to make sure that we can still pick up the souls while we're hanging here. If not, it's just a case of me obviously going up and grabbing it all after the fact. Yeah, so we need to limit... you see like that? There was an enemy spawning down there. We need to make sure that all blocks around the edge, like 15 blocks around the edge of the screen, is all completely cut off. Oh, but here we go. Solar light. It actually works. So I could just leave the game now. We could just stay here hanging for hours on end, and okay, we need to watch out for bads like that. But ideally, we'd set up a teleporter here so that we could just get here a lot quicker. But obviously, we need to fight the steampunker before that. Okay, this works a lot better than I expected. A magic quiver. Holy shit. Well, now we've got to go ranged. We've got to go... no, obviously, I'm kidding. We're not going to change class again. To be honest, we could go for any class at this point. It's still fairly... you know, obviously, we haven't dedicated any boss drops to any particular items. We haven't gone for any particular accessories yet. We've got some very generic stuff. So we can still go for any class. Whatever allows us to beat the bosses in Master Mode is essentially what class we're going to go for. Okay, I've just finished tidying up some more of the edges. I think that's probably good enough. It can be more perfect, and I'll work on it in between episodes, but I think I've dedicated enough time today. More importantly, we've already got the souls that we need to spawn in a couple more Hallowed mimics, and that was kind of the whole point of this thing. Don't forget to try and get the flying knife. There's one down there. Damn it. Okay, I'll go and grab that one. Now we need to head back, because there is another traveling merchant, and I want to try and get the stronger fishing rod. Oh, God, where is he spawned in this time? Traveling merchant. Where is he? All the way over. He's over by the angler. Okay. Let's quickly dash over there. We've got an inventory full of crap, including 2 of the gelatin crystals. To be fair, I guess we better fight that one first, because I imagine that's kind of the gap between now and fighting the mechanical bosses. He's actually got it. 40% versus the 22%. Sold. Oh, that's so lucky. 35 gold. Fucking hell. Have we got anything else? Bedazzled Nazar. 1 platinum. Oh, sorry. Nectar. Not Nazar. He's got Chalice. I mean, it's only a platinum, huh? What's a platinum between friends? Let's do it. Let's see what this thing is. What an expensive mistake that probably was. Pet slot. That one? There we are. We're not even using the pet slot in hindsight. Show me. What does it do? It's just a little butterfly. Well, 1 platinum well spent, I think. Oh, molten quiver. Oh, that's cool. I'll craft one of those, I guess. Is that used in something else? No, that's actually really decent. Right, 2 more keys of light. Let's go and give this key another go. I'm sure I must have some empty chests kicking around here. Ammo 2. Yeah, you're coming with me. I don't know if the spider boss is only spawnable in the... sorry, not the spider boss. The slime queen is only spawnable in the Hallow or something like that, given that's where we get the... that's where we get the crystals from. We'll have to test out on the sky bridge first, but, I mean, if not, we've essentially just built ourselves an arena for fighting in, right? Oh, not now. Fuck. Oh, okay, this is not going to be fun. So we got to stay fast enough so that the wyvern doesn't hit us, but not so fast that the mimic despawns. Oh, it's just occurred to me as well. Oh, it's just occurred to me as well. We're still wearing our summon armor. Look at this. This is the stupidest shit I think we've ever done. For fuck's sake. Well, let's focus on killing the wyvern. We'll just kill whoever's in front. I think that's probably the safest bet. What does our bridge run out? I can't imagine we've got much more time, have we? Okay, change of tactic. We want to kill the mimic. Sod the wyvern. Let's focus on the mimic first, because the mimic is the thing that actually takes time to spawn back in. And then the wyvern will just be a nice little bonus extra. Okay, it's almost dead. Boom, there we go. Oh, another hook? Fuck me, really? Is that the only thing these bloody things drop now? That's 3 illuminant hooks. Good God. Come on. That's another wyvern. I fought another one running back as well. They're so common now. It's the second that we don't want to fight the bloody thing. They've come back in full force. I'm going to try, bear in mind we're still using the spider arm. I'm going to try and fight it without running quite so far. Oh, with this we can just basically give it a wide berth as long as I get on the right side of it. That was definitely not the right side of it. There we go. You know what? I'm not going to risk it. Fuck it. Damn thing wasting all this time. Right, 3 bloody wyverns later. Let's go ahead and swap out to the adamant armor, because while we're running that fast, the minions are never going to do anything, really, to affect the enemies. Okay. Let's try this again. Please do not drop another hook, otherwise I will... An angry nimbus? Oh, shit. Okay. Hang on, let's fight that angry nimbus first before he... oh, well, I guess we'll never know. Chance of him dropping the nimbus mob, they obviously only spawn during the rain, so they are semi-rare. That's what we want to do. Keep them locked down like this, so they can't quite catch us, but so they're constantly stuck in the flying animation. We have to maintain a pretty consistent distance, though. Get too close and it'll slam to the ground. Get too far away and it'll... I think they've got a chance of just, like, locking up, you know, where the shots deflect off them. There we go. That's what I wanted right there, the flying knife. Okay, so as I recall, this thing is crazy good. It can also bounce off of walls as well. So you see, it does have a bit of variation. It's not the most accurate thing. But if you put walls on either side, and if we manage to get the destroyer to go horizontally, this thing would bounce off the walls and it would deal a ridiculous amount of damage. But it's pretty good. It's quite a good weapon overall. What we really need right now is a wyvern to spawn in so we can give it a proper test. Bear in mind, the wyvern, like the destroyer, is a multi-segmented enemy, so we'd be able to really see the damage this thing is capable of. I mean, even now, it's pretty consistent against these harpies. The only bonus that the shadow knife has over this one is that the shadow knife does the shadow flame debuff. So it would be a case of hitting an enemy with that first and then swapping over to the flying knife so that we're getting the best of both worlds. And if we were able to craft the frost armor too, that I briefly kind of went for yesterday, that also applies the frostburn debuff. Now, I know that the desert gear is technically better from a min-maxing standpoint for fighting bosses, because that allows you to control gravity from what I recall, which when you're fighting flying bosses is, I mean, really, really essential. Here we are. Okay, let's see what damage we can put down now then. Let's wait for him to start getting a little bit closer. Oh, shit. I need to get a bit more speed than that. Alright, we kind of want to make it so that we are... Yeah, it's not as accurate as I was hoping, to be honest. It's still doing great damage, don't get me wrong. I mean, look at that. It's still insanely good. Oh, I need to run it manually back and forth a lot. Oh, there we go. That's what we're looking at right there. Holy shit. Yeah, if I run it back and forth along his body, if I keep the cursor in one place, it just bounces up and down. Wow, okay, that's pretty decent. I have no idea what to expect with the slime, but I'm just going to go and fight one. We've got 3 gelatinous crystals, or gelatin crystals, I should say. What combat potions have we got that really help out? Thorns potion, I mean, the heart reach potion, I assume it spawns in some little ads here and there. Does the wizard sell better health potions? No, it doesn't. Okay, we could craft our own in that regard, but we don't really have enough plants to be doing shit like that right now. We can make our own better food. You know, I'm just going to take steak with us, seeing as we can already cook food now that gives major improvement. What else can I kind of stock up on, really? That's basically it, right? Let's give it a go. Let's take it up to the sky bridge and just sort of see... This is an experiment. I don't expect to kill it. I just want to know what we're up against. Oh, we've already got greater healing potions. God knows if this will even work. Let's give it a go. Nope. I guess we've got to fight in the Hallowed. Damn it. Okay. We might need a bit of a bigger arena then, but I guess we can give it a go down there, right? In our sort of, our soul farm. Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and use B. Let's do one of those. What am I fighting here? Come on then. Where are you, you big slimy shit? There we are. Oh, wow. Okay, you can tell that this one came into the game a lot long after the King Slime did, huh? What are those? Okay, it's not as difficult as I expected. Ooh, I don't want to be under it, though. Fucking hell. Okay, let's take this a bit more carefully. Oh, it does spawn in little ads as well. Shit. Okay, that's a bit of a pain. My God, we are barely even denting this thing. Swap out to our new knife, see if that can help out at all. No, to answer the question. Good God. What the hell do I need to fight you then? You are so strong. It's more the fact that it's tanky rather than it's actually strong. Okay, we need to really focus on some gear then. That was very optimistic of me to assume that we could fight that thing, especially without an arena. We need to focus on our accessories quite significantly if we expect to fight something like that. Bear in mind we're using just kind of random garbage right now. Can we also get the life fruits from the jungle at this stage? Because if we can, that might be the next play, is to head down there and see if we can't get ourselves slightly more health to play around with. Really? What? There should be the dryad in the... What? Who's missing? Druid. I thought you only need 2 NPCs near a pylon to access it. Where's the druid? Where did she move to? Hang on. I have no idea. Not where she's supposed to be, let's put it that way. Oh, she's over in the bloody ocean biome. While I sit here and farm up a bunch more souls and potentially items, I kind of discuss what the plan is. So I just had a look at the wiki for the recommended, but mainly because I'm kind of a few patches behind now. So I wanted to look at what the recommended class setups were for fighting the mechanical bosses. Bearing in mind we're in master mode now, I can't really just kind of fuck around with these weird half and half classes we've been working on. Luckily, the Adamantite armor that we've got can be quite easily converted into range gear, magic gear, whatever we really feel like. I was looking up on the wiki. Oh my god, this is convenient and about to be relevant to what I'm about to talk about. I was looking on the wiki, and it turns out there are 2 new quivers. That one of them is the molten quiver, which we already crafted. The other of which is a putrid quiver. Now, apparently, all 3 of those can stack, so you gain 3 times the quiver effects because you can equip all of them at the same time. I don't know if that's an intended thing. I don't know if that'll be patched out, but each one also gives like a damage bonus, a knockback bonus, arrow velocity. It gives a bunch of bonuses. I don't want to play a ranged character permanently for this entire playthrough. Bear in mind last time I played through. But just for getting through the first kill of each mechanical boss, it might be viable. The reason I say that as well, we've already got the ranged emblem. So this way it will save me having to go out and grind out a bunch more Wall of Flesh kills. And even then, obviously, we're not guaranteed to get it. We've already got the Clockwork Rifle as well. So that works pretty well. We could get a Daedalus Stormbow, even if they have been nerfed. They're still probably quite good, especially with 3 quivers on top. What I'm thinking is we'll just stand here, and the chance of getting a quiver is dropped from those skeleton archers that a load just turned up a second ago. The skeleton archers can spawn anywhere in the cavern layer, which is obviously where we are right now. It's like a 0.5% chance for those to spawn in, so I think I'm just going to sit here and let a shitload spawn in. We can't be injured as we're sat here, and I've also put down the spider too to shoot any bats that might spawn down here. We're just going to sit here and let them come to us, and hopefully by the time I come back to the game, we'll have the 3 quivers we need to convert into the other quivers. We'll go ranger. We'll go ranger just for the first 3 kills of each mechanical boss. So this is about an hour and 40 minutes since last time I checked in, and I have just been sat here, funnily enough, like I said I would. I thought I'd go over some of the inventory items we picked up, because we've already got a load of unique stuff. Unfortunately, none of it has been the quiver. I kind of figured that if we wanted to grind out 2 more quivers, we would need to build one of these, essentially exactly the same thing, in a dedicated cavern layer. Because right now, the majority of creatures that spawn in are hallowed, underground hallowed creatures, which is fine, which is great for souls and whatnot, and we do get the occasional skeleton archer, but if you build in just a dedicated underground layer, in an underground cavern layer, it would only spawn in the skeleton archers, the skeleton warriors, the occasional rock golem, that type of thing. So in the interest of kind of speeding things up, I am going to cut it off here, some of the grinding anyway, but we've picked up some really, really good stuff. Some stuff bollocks. Oh, also, I just dropped 76 gold. It turns out here is insanely good for grinding out cash. I've lost, I lost a platinum earlier, because the only thing that I haven't really got a defense against is the big enchanted swords that can obviously cut straight through the terrain. I'll go and get that gold in a second. I also accidentally quick stacked. I meant to keep everything in my inventory, but when I respawned, I accidentally quick stacked some of the souls. So if we go quickly to the hard-known materials chest, we've got 223 souls of light. Now, we also picked up some really, really unique stuff as well. I traded with one of the skeleton merchants, bought a green counterweight. I bought another yo-yo as well. Gradient? Or did I actually get that in the video? I don't remember. We've got a magic dagger, so 2 mimics spawned in while I was down there. Or was it 3? I think it must have been 3, because we've also got a jewel hook. We got a magic dagger. We got the star cloak, which is pretty fantastic. It was actually one of the reasons that I wasn't going to go for a mage class, because one of the best mage items is the mana cloak, which required a star cloak as an ingredient. So this has kind of also opened up the magic path if you want to go down that one. I've got the sluggish beam sword, which looks pretty cool. I have no idea what this thing does. It fires a very, very slow sword. Okay, well, I guess upgraded it might be a little bit better. We've got a metal detector. What a lost girl spawned in and walked into the lava, dropped the metal detector, which is an extremely rare item. And then we also got the Rod of Discord, which is pretty cool. Lets us teleport around. Oh, with apparently a chance of dying? I had no idea that was a thing. Well, there we go. Rod of Discord, rare drop from the Chaos Elementals. Now, I checked the wiki. I actually thought that according to the wiki anyway, it's 0.5% chance to drop the quiver. That's apparently not true, because I went to the bestiary, which we've basically filled out quite significantly. See the Lost Girl there? We have barely any of her stats because I've only killed it once, but because we've killed so many of the skeleton archers now, we've got the entire breakdown. So the magic quiver, according to this, is 1.25%, and marrow is 0.5%. So marrow is obviously essentially 3 times rarer than the magic quiver, but we got marrow and no magic quivers. So we've got one of the best bows going here. This thing is absolutely insane. The velocity on it is insane, as you saw there. That plus 3 extra quivers would be fucking nuts. So, before tomorrow, I'm going to rebuild a new area for grinding out quivers. But I feel like ranged is kind of the way to go, particularly as we've picked up this incredibly good bow as well. We could also go down the mana path again. Bear in mind, we do have... we do have that star cloak. And why don't we see if we can actually combine some of these items? Yeah, there is the mana cloak. That's exactly what I was talking about. Stars restore mana when collected. It's pretty cool. So if we fight enemies at night, we've also got that. We've got the mana cloak. We've got the celestial cuffs now, which are a nice combo. We've obviously got the molten quiver and a good bow. I'm kind of torn between which way to go now, but this is where we need to kind of specialize. Any extra adamantite we get that we can make any other helmets. I've obviously been sticking with the spider gear because it turns out if we're stood in that place that I was stood in before, if I want to aggro mimics, we need to use either the spider queen or the spiders from the spider staff. So that's why I've been sticking to the summon gear. Either way, it's been ridiculously lucrative. We made a shitload of gold. I'll summon the money trough, actually, and we can check how much gold I've picked up. Yeah, we've got 3 platinum, 28 gold now. Oh, that gold's despawned. Bollocks. I guess that's where I died using the fucking Rod of Discord. But the Rod of Discord is pretty convenient for if we want to make farms in the future, because it means I don't have to try and walk around or scamming up a little bit there. Anyway, I'm going to rebuild this, and then hopefully before tomorrow, I'll have a couple of extra magic quivers so that then we can decide what class we really want to commit to. And importantly as well, if anybody has any advice on what class to go for, obviously apparently the Daedalus Stormbow has been nerfed quite heavily, so maybe ranged overall isn't the best choice. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for advice on basically which path to go down, because our Master, unfortunately, like I said, we can't really just jump in headfirst and expect to win like I did with the Queen Slime. You couldn't do that in expert mode, so definitely cannot do it this time around. Thank you to the insane top-tier level patrons for making the channel possible in the first place. A big thanks to Jackson Woodman, Iguana Squad, Wilson Atef, Rage Dragon, Emerald Ghost 11, The Potato Eater, Gwen S, Michael Mullen, Bad Burrito 316, Atmosis, Gogolus, Chris, Zetlock, James Shea, DKO, Roll2 Demon Games, and everyone else at the insane tier levels on Patreon for making the channel possible in the first place. Big thank you to you guys for making bonus series like Terraria possible. And a thank you as well to Harry Soft, Eben Dragon 323, Rob Girth, Don, Shardul, Moira Valkyrie, I'm Sagittaire, Silent Sentinel, Cass, Deadly Kitten Hunt, Matteo, Danny, Brittany Lee, Sam Kears, Night Rouge, and the other patrons as well.